as to their training. They are Belteshazzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Who am I?
You are Nebuchadnezzar, son and heir of Nabopolassar, king of Babylon. You have destroyed Nineveh the mighty, seat of Assyria, and taken from her hand the scepter of nations. You are the commander of commanders, and king of kings, from the rising of the sun unto its setting in the western sea. And beneath heaven there is none more powerful than thee.
You, come forth. Why should I allow you, sons of my former enemies, to serve in my court?
Because you have spared the lives of our people, who were delivered into your hand. And because the word of the prophet Jeremiah has come unto us, saying, this is what the Lord God Almighty, the God of Israel, says to all those carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon: build houses and settle down, plant gardens and eat what they produce, marry and have sons and daughters. Also, seek the prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, for if it prospers, you too will prosper.
This is good. So now even your God commands you to serve me. I have no need of lapdogs. Would you dare to tell me the truth, even if you knew it would displease me?
Lord King, it must be so. I will speak only the truth. And when you would not hear it, you must ask me nothing.
I pronounce them worthy. Have their names be written in the book of the wise.
Nebuchadnezzar's questioning showed wisdom. A former enemy can be a good counselor.
I know you're trying to gain time, or trick me into revealing what I've seen. Either way, I'll have none of it.
But there's no man on earth who can do what the king asks. No king ever asked such a thing before. Only the gods could know these things. And when we ask, they don't answer.
What I suggest, you try and get them to answer. Or beg that they endow you with the necessary skills to divine it on your own. For as I am king, I swear that when the sun rises, if my dream is not made known to me, along with its interpretation, you will all be made shorter by the height of your heads. You may withdraw. Now!
Is there a disgusting German monster lurking in your home? Who want to clean that? Bluegrass Can Shine does. They'll clean, sanitize, and deodorize your garbage cans. This month only sign up for 6 months and get the 7th free. Visit bluegrasscanshine.com to schedule your cleaning.
This bakery needs new equipment fast to keep up with demand. So they're going to On Deck, the online lender that makes it easy to choose your loan, and if approved, get funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Greetings, Captain. The best night of the week, Captain.
We are having taco night.
Dance parties happen. Yeah, that's not good, Captain.
Hey, put that down.
Big moments happen.
Finally, you see David.
Home happens. Be there with Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
Oh, come
Brett got
sick.
Don't you ever get sick of bread?
How dare you?
Come on. If you save nearly $700 like this, imagine what we could splurge on.
Oh, like sourdough.
No, the good stuff. Like blueberries.
And strawberries?
Exactly.
Raspberries, blackberries, cranberries,
Okay.
elderberries.
I am, and I will. Praise be to the God of my fathers forever and ever. He gives wisdom to the wise, and knowledge to the discerning. He reveals deep and hidden things. and has made plain all that you have asked, for he has shown me the vision of the king.
Then speak.
As you lay upon your bed, O king, you looked. There before you stood a large statue, awesome in its appearance. The head of the statue is made of pure gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partly of iron and partly of baked clay. As you were watching, a rock was cut up, but not by human hands. It struck the statue on its feet of iron and clay and smashed them. Then the iron, the clay, the bronze, the silver, and the gold were all broken to pieces at the same time, and the wind swept them away without a trace. But the rock that struck the statue became a mountain and filled the whole earth.
You have done what I was told was impossible.
This mystery has been revealed to me not because I am wiser than other men, but because God wishes you to understand the meaning of your dream.
You know my dream, as if you dreamt it yourself.
One bronze will rule over the whole earth. Finally, there will be a fourth kingdom, strong as iron, for iron breaks and smashes things to pieces. But just as you saw that the feet and toes were partly of baked clay and partly of iron, so this people will be a mixture, and not remain united any more than iron mixes with clay. And in the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. It will crush those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but will itself endure forever. The Almighty has shown the king what will take place in the future. The dream is true, and the interpretation is trustworthy.
I am the head of gold.
Yes, O king, you are the head of pure gold.
Surely your God is the God of gods, the ruler of kings and the revealer of mysteries. Let this man be paid honor and present him with incense.
Thus the king made me ruler over the entire province of Babylon. And at my request, made Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego administrators. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 90 feet high. All were commanded to fall down and worship, and all did as commanded, except for 3.
A moment of your precious time. As your dutiful servants, we know the law, that when the horn sounds, we...
Therefore, I decree, any who speaks ill of the God of Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego will be cut into little pieces and his house turned to rubble. For no other God can save in this way.
And for a time all was well, until Nebuchadnezzar's sleep was troubled yet by another dream.
It seems like Nebuchadnezzar's life was rife with dreams and prophecies, much like my own has been. Before I was born, my grandfather, Astyages, was troubled by a dream where a flood, beginning near his throne, was overflowing the whole earth. When he went to his astrologers and his diviners for an interpretation, he told them that his grandson was destined to one day usurp him. So he sent his daughter Mandane into exile, and not a son was born to her. He conspired to have it stolen and exposed on a hilltop to die. But a shepherd, whose wife had recently given birth to a stillborn child, persuaded her husband to trade her dead infant for the living, and the shepherd raised the boy as his own. The king, upon being presented with the dead infant, repented of of his crime, he didn't learn until 10 years later that he was actually alive. At which time he pardoned the boy and restored him to his rightful parents. And for a time, the matter was forgotten.
Until one day, years later, when you launched into...
Every creature is fed. Then I looked again, and I saw a messenger coming down from heaven, and he cried out aloud, "Cut down the tree, trim off its branches, strip its leaves, scatter its fruit. Let the beasts flee from under it, and the birds fly from its branches. But let the stump and its roots, bound in iron and brass, remain in the ground, in the grass of the field. Let it be drenched by the dew from heaven. Let it live with the animals of the earth, and let its mind be changed from that of a man to the mind of an animal." This is the dream that I had. What does it mean?
My lord, if only the dream applied to your enemies and its meaning to your adversaries. The tree which you saw, which grew large and strong with its top touching the sky. You, O king, are that tree. You have become great and strong. Your greatness has grown until it reaches the sky, and your dominion extends to the distant parts of the earth. You saw a messenger, a holy one, coming down from heaven, saying, "Cut down the tree and destroy it, but leave the stump bound."